Welcome to Behind the Black Eye. I'm your host, Dee Thomas, and I'm in the building. I also have some special guests in the building with me. We're going to talk about Hope, the number 2, and Vote. Guys, I want you to introduce yourself. Thank you so much for coming out and joining tonight with me. So, go ahead. I'm going to start with my right.
Hey, what's going on with everybody? It's Nate. I'm in the building, Nathaniel. That's my sister. I'm to support Behind the Black Eye, Hope to Vote, slogan, the whole vibe. No early voting going on, so I'm in the building.
What's up, it's your boy DJ Rule, holding it down, representing Hope to Vote, showing support, showing love, and sending out a message to everybody. Vote, vote, vote.
Yes, thank you.
Hey, this your boy Torrance, the Brainiac Educator. I'm here to represent Behind the Black Eye. I want to emphasize empower our youth and adults to get out and register to vote and to implement change in your community and stand firm on what you believe in so we can become effective leaders in our own community.
Thank you so much for that. So leading into what we're going to talk about today, guys, I just want to ask a couple of questions. We can kind of brainstorm tonight, just have a good time, talk about the voting. My question tonight, just for you men, is how can we, as Black African American women and men, get the people out to vote? What can we do as a community, unity community, get the people out to vote? Anyone?
Support one another. I mean, Hope to Vote stands for the number 2. Bring somebody else. That right there stands alone. You know what I mean? Is get out and vote. Bring somebody. Go to the old folks' home. Pick somebody up. Everybody want to vote.
Yeah.
Listen, help someone else. That elderly is probably 2 doors down from you. Just need help. That young teenager, they ain't got a car, need a ride. 19, 20, 21. They can go vote. Help them vote. Let's go.
Great. I like that. Tackling the unity in our own community. That's a great idea. Good job, Nate. I like that. Mm-hmm.
So, young people, a lot's riding on you, our youth. You're going to be the future leaders of tomorrow. You need to take this opportunity to register, have your voice heard, and vote.
Yeah, I agree with that. One thing I can say is that if we're not tackling this together, then we have no opportunity. The good advantage is that whether you are a man, woman, old, young, black, white, get out and vote. On Monday, Georgia did a history-breaking voting in Georgia. Early voting. Go and vote. I think that's the most
going on right now.
Yes.
Early voting.
Early voting.
Records are breaking everywhere.
Yes.
I've seen Texas. I've seen a lot of different other places. Go out and vote.
Yes.
Hey, we only can make a change through voting.
Yeah. It's your right.
As Black men and women, we need to become a little bit more knowledgeable of how important it is and how we can have a great influence. We should exercise our constitutional rights, and we do have a voice in what needs to be changed in America, all over the world. And that takes upon being effective leadership in our community, which becomes a successful point of 3 P's that I always stand by, and that is positivity, patience, and perseverance.
Okay, I like that. PPP.
Right.
Like that right now. We need the PPP right now, right?
Triple P in the building. Oh, yeah.
Now, that leads up to my next question for you guys. So, do y'all feel that early voting is suffice in the election process, or do mail-in ballots do?
I mean, you got to look. Celebrities always been doing mail-in ballots. Mail-in ballots been, and let me tell you something, and it only been for the wealthy. Now it had to be handed down to the middle class and the lower. Let me tell you something. Now it's a problem.
Right.
It's really not a problem because they've been doing it for years.
Right.
They go overseas. They be all different places. They've been doing mail-in ballots for years. Now it's our chance.
Right.
Now it's our chance to get a mail-in ballot. Now it's fraud. It's fraud, y'all. It
fraud.
really ain't fraud. It's really not no fraud. All we want to do is have our word heard. That's it.
That's it. Yeah.
No matter how we do. If I got to mail my bill out, I still can mail my own ballot in.
Exactly.
That's being honest.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I agree with that. What you think about that, Mr. Torrance?
I agree with Nate. We need to take more of a firm stand on that. I believe the mail ballots is more effective. It gives people who cannot get out to the polls to put in their votes in the mailbox and be able to exercise their right to vote.
Yeah.
We people long been taking a back seat on a lot of things, and I think this is going to be a very effective method amongst all ourselves, no matter what race you are.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
We can make a change.
Yes, we can. Yes, we can. I agree with that.
And also, so this is my take, right? People in the military send their vote in by mail, enlisted, right? They're not going to fly back to the States to hand in the ballot or the vote, right? So if it's good enough for our military, it's good enough for everyone else, right?
Exactly.
Definitely.
True.
So, but you got to be careful of people trying to suppress our vote, right?
Right.
Check your mailman out. Make sure you're taking them ballots and they're getting them in.
Right.
Make sure they don't end up in a river somewhere, right?
Absolutely.
We got to do our part. We got to police the police,
That's
so to
right.
speak,
Exactly.
right? So just be conscious, be aware of your surroundings, be aware of what's going on. And if you see something, say something.
That's right.
There's a lot of people at the polls that are watching, making sure that the vote is not suppressed. If you see something, let somebody know and they'll take it from there.
Absolutely. Yes,
Like, and
yes.
as you speak like that, Ruth, I actually seen today where you right about that, suppressing the vote. Some places only got one mail-in ballot box in their whole county. You have to search for it.
Mm-hmm.
That one mail-in ballot box that you can drop it off at. If it's you can't do it any other way.
Right.
One. And this is on the whole county. Some places actually only have lots, but
That's right.
it's a lot to have only one. Please search for the mail-in ballots.
Yes, I agree with that. That's one that take me back to saying that how we as a community we go and we do Meals on Wheels, we do all of that, but we don't go and pick up the old people's mail-in ballots and go take them to the poll or take it and get it mailed to drop it off
Most
for them.
definitely.
I think that's a great advantage for us today. So if you see in your neighborhood, you know your neighborhood, get to know your neighbors. Unity in your own community, that makes a big difference. Get to know your neighbors. Understand that if you got somebody older in that and they can't get to the polls and they can't even take their ballots to the drop off, go ahead, knock on their door, ask them if that's what they want. We have all these other volunteer things to tackle. Let's tackle the voting ballots into the mailbox for the older, for our older seniors, and those who can't get to it. It's COVID right now, so a lot of people can't. Some have pre-existing conditions that don't allow them to get to the polls. Hey, be a great neighbor. Ask them to leave it out on the step for you or in the mailbox so you can go ahead and take it. I'm asking that you take yourself out of what you think you usually do and give a helping hand to someone.
Mm-hmm.
That's a bigger part of what we need to do today. Yes.
100%.
Yeah.
Hey, behind the black eyes, all behind that.
I'm behind that. I agree with that. 100%. Yeah.
100%.
So we're going to figure out how we can tackle that. We're going to get together. I'm just asking that you at least go out to the polls, take a picture. Remember, guys, I need you to share this. I need you to like it, and I need you to invite people. Come out, talk to us about what's going on your mind. Listen, I understand the last 4 years or what's going on in the world today, that we are listening to the news, and what's going on is that they're encrypting our minds about what's the votes don't count. Your vote don't count. So here you are saying your vote, you don't care about it. Listen, your vote counts. Listen to what Michelle Obama said. She said it was just two electoral votes in a state that made the difference. I am just letting you know. So that's the reason why we have the Hope to vote. Yep. Now I do have a question for you guys, just to let you know this. Go ahead.
And I want to add something before we go to our next question. One of the things that Behind the Black Eye stands and firmly believe in, no matter how you view your doubts, your issues, or situations, you can turn those powers into, that have the power to turn those obstacles into opportunities.
He's absolutely right. That is the absolutely focus of what Behind the Black Eye is in the building. And that's why I got these guys behind me. I just want to say this. The great advantage of having friends or having associates, that you can sit down, you can have these talks. Whether or not you are a Democrat or Republican, blue or black, you or blue or red, you can have these talks, you can agree to disagree, but you can come together, right? That unity means a lot in my book. Listen, let's not allow our children to depend on famous or LeBron or this. Let them depend on you. You show who you are as an individual. Let your child say, you know what, my mom voted, let me go vote. Or my dad voted, let me go vote.
The role model lives within the parent.
Yes, in the
Believe
home.
that.
Yes.
Definitely.
So go ahead.
No, go.
So my next question leads to us as individuals and what we're doing today to make a difference. So what would you say to those who are out there that are crying out saying, I don't think my vote count? And if they were to say that, what would you say to them to help them out with their votes and what you would convince them to do to go to the polls?
Well, and I say this all the time, so if anybody knows me or see me around and you've said to me, man, my vote don't count, my reply is going to be, you're right, it doesn't if you don't go vote.
Like it.
That was on point.
It's just that simple. You know,
Can't get no simpler.
yeah, you can't let people brainwash you on what your life is going to be like if you don't do it yourself. You know, if you don't care, I don't care. You know, that's how I feel. But we need to change that mind frame of my vote doesn't count. I'm going to get whatever they're going to give me. They're going to do what they're going to do. If you allow them to, it's going to happen. Just like she said, 2 votes. 2.
Makes no sense.
Yeah.
2
Right.
votes per county or per polling station made a difference of COVID killing 20,000 people. I'm sorry, 200,000 people.
Oh, yeah.
210,000 people, as opposed to someone who is competent enough to get the right safety measures in place to try to save lives.
Absolutely.
Think about that. 2 people per polling station could have saved hundreds of thousands of lives.
Yes.
You're absolutely right.
Right.
And it was them last 2. Them last 2 that was in line.
Right.
They made a change.
They did.
So guess what? It don't matter what time you get there. If you get there an hour before it closes, you still can vote.
Exactly.
Definitely.
They still letting you vote. But like Rufus said, listen, I know you're tired of the recycle of these old politics, old politics, old politics, who to get into the White House. Hey, it only makes a change if you vote. Just get out and vote. Make it happen.
There are so many times we always have come with excuses. I didn't have no ride. I couldn't make it. I didn't have nobody take me, or I just, so. But we can't carry that attitude because it's time for a change. We need to see justice amongst the blacks. We need to see, just like with Floyd, that was very, very, very tremendous thing that happened.
That on camera.
But one of the things that I liked about how all people all over America, we united all over the world and came together. And that's what we need to do to support our right to vote.
Yes,
All day
I
long.
agree with you. I agree with that.
All day.
Yeah, that resonates in me every time I hear somebody. I'm gonna tell you like this: if you don't vote, you're not my friend. I'm gonna tell you that. So I can listen to you, we can talk, but I have a choice, right? My choice is to vote. And my choice is, if you don't vote, you ain't my friend. I'm just saying. That's just me.
If you don't vote, everybody can go. So
Right.
You're right. You're right.
I'm just saying. So I just want you to know that, I'm behind you. I support you. And what this forum is to do is to let you know that we care and we understand that we need change. And it starts within us, right? So what we're doing is taking a step-by-step to make the change. But we're doing it together.
That's
We're doing it
mean.
together.
Bring somebody else. And number 2, you see it on my shirt.
You see it.
So,
Yes.
bring somebody else.
Yes.
Listen,
You could bring 1,
it don't hurt
2,
you.
3.
It don't hurt you. You ain't gonna spend $3. They're about $3 in gas. It ain't gonna hurt you.
No.
So don't ask for no gas money. You know how we do it. Don't ask for no gas money.
Right. You standing in that Gucci line. You standing in that Louis Vuitton line.
Hey, the Jordan's coming out.
Yes.
I bet you stay in that line. iPhone coming out. I bet you stay in that line.
Right. 3 hours, 4 hours, overnight, right? Sometimes you spend a night out there. So why not do that when you're when we're talking about voting, right? Listen, I say this. We got the DJ on here. We got DJ Rude on here.
Okay.
I'm taking DJ Rude to the polls with me.
You know what? And I'm gonna share something with y'all.
Right.
I never told anybody this, so I'm
Right.
I'm keep it real with y'all. I never voted.
Wow.
Wow.
I never voted.
Wow.
Good gracious, Dan.
Wow.
Now, you hear that? You hear this?
So I'm just keeping
Y'all
it
hear
real.
Yes.
Y'all
This
hear
is
this?
live now. You
This
hear
is
this?
live.
Live.
This is in the building.
I never voted a day in my life.
Wow.
Right?
That's
Reason I did not vote is because I felt like most of the people in the minorities, black, brown people, my vote doesn't count. Why am I going down there?
Yeah.
The police still gonna harass me every time they see me in my BM, my Benz, my Charger, whatever I'm rolling. If I'm on my bike, they still gonna pull me over. They're gonna pull me over from hanging out with my boys, just walking down the street, drinking a soda, right? Because I don't really drink, right?
Right.
No matter what, I'm always gonna get bothered by the police.
Right.
Taxes are always gonna go up, but at the end of the year, I always owe money. Right.
Right.
Nothing
So
going on.
nothing changed for me, no matter who was a Democrat in there or a Republican there, right?
Right.
But these past 4 years,
Woo.
man,
Awful.
my money situation didn't change. Actually, I got more money,
Right.
but we ain't gonna talk about that.
Yeah.
But
The problem is people around me suffer,
wow.
and that bothers me as a human being,
Yeah.
and as a black man to see my sisters, my brothers,
Yes.
my relatives, my friends hurting and suffering, lose their job.
Right.
Yeah.
Now they on unemployment and really can't make ends meet anymore. So as a real person seeing real people suffering, I gotta vote. This is gonna be my first year voting.
That's
You
what
hear
we're
this?
talking about. We are
Behind the
not
black eye, you
behind.
hear this right now,
Yes.
right? You
That's
heard
what I'm
the
talking
change.
about. That's a friend I want. I want a friend to tell you that I never voted, but you know what? We went through some times, but I'm voting this year. That's a
Correct.
friend I want. You hear me? Because if you tell me you're not voting this year, I'm telling you, you're not my friend. If you tell me after all the 4 craziness years that we had, for somebody to talk to us like we are nobody, I'm letting you know you're not my friend.
No, you ain't my friend either.
Right. I'm going to tell you that. So
Don't ask for a drink either.
that's right. Or ask me to go out. Don't do none of that.
Exactly.
In my DMs, don't even be in my DM. Behind the black eye, say, listen, we can listen to you. I want to hear what you thinking about, why you thinking that way. But in the same token, we have to support each other. We have to be there for each other and let each other know that, listen, this is a time to make a difference in this world. And it's time that you go out and you vote, okay? That's what I need you to do. Now,
Leading up to the elections, tune in to Behind the Black Eye.
yes.
Wednesday nights, and we're going to talk about it.
yes.
I want to hear everybody's opinion out there. I'm going to be tuning in, believe me. I
Yeah.
got you.
I know you do. I know
I'm
you
gonna
do.
be tuning in, but go and vote. Listen, Behind the Black Eye, please support it on Wednesdays. We're gonna talk about all the controversial things about politics.
Yes.
Why black people haven't been nowhere yet. That's what I'm talking about. We're still hustling. Even though he just said it. Money went up. Still going through the same thing. Come on now.
And one thing here, Behind the Black Eye, we're going to try to empower each and everybody's vision of their own strength, character, and personality to exhibit to all people across the world, no matter what certain issues or crises that you need to be resolved. And our hostess here, D. Thomas, a great, wonderful person, is going to deliver you some inspiring, inspirational messages and some of her past experiences to share with you that might even touch the lives of you and might be able to save your life at any given point.
Hey, being honest with you, you just heard it right here from
Yes.
He
Yes.
just said it.
Yes. That's a life-changing
Come
event
on now.
Behind the Black Eye. You hear that?
Yeah.
On Behind the Black
Black
Eye,
Eye.
guys. Okay? That's what I want you to know. But I do want to just say thank you guys for coming out. I really appreciate y'all. I'm going to say this now. I want to leave everybody with this. You only fail when you stop trying. Remember that, right? When you stop trying, you fail, right? Keep going. Let's vote.
Push it.
Like it. Listen, like, share, like, and invite. Share, like, and invite, guys. Thank you.